You want to build an online business, but you are standing at a dead stop. You have a budget, maybe 10,000 or 50,000 rupees, and you are terrified that making the wrong choice means your hard-earned savings will simply vanish. For the last 6 to 12 months, you've watched countless aspirational videos. You've researched the strategies, consumed the tutorials, and yet you haven't sold a single product. The paralysis comes from the noise. You are hearing that building your own website, dropshipping, reselling on WhatsApp, and selling on established marketplaces are all equally viable ways to get rich. They aren't. Look at this quadrant chart, comparing upfront setup friction against hidden marketing costs. Beginners fail by avoiding initial friction. Notice how independent websites and dropshipping sit in the low-friction, high-cost zone. Marketplaces demand high initial friction, but ongoing acquisition costs stay incredibly low. Choosing a model because it has zero upfront setup costs usually means choosing a model with massive, unpredictable customer acquisition costs. That hidden expense is what bankrupts beginners. Let's look at the first path: building an independent storefront on Shopify or WordPress. The pitch is attractive. For a few thousand rupees, you secure a domain and hosting. You get a beautiful website and absolute control over your brand. But here is the reality of an independent site. On day one, your organic traffic is exactly zero. Nobody knows your URL exists. This chart shows the true math. The 4,000 rupee setup fee is dwarfed by massive Meta and Google ad budgets. At 200 rupees per order, a small budget drains rapidly. Run out of cash, and your traffic flatlines at zero. Total brand control means nothing if you can't afford the foot traffic. Without serious ad capital, an independent website operates exactly like a beautiful, fully stocked showroom built in the middle of a desert. So you pivot to the second heavily hyped path: dropshipping. The promise here is avoiding the risk of buying bulk inventory up front. In theory, you act as the middleman. You connect with a supplier holding the physical goods and spend limited capital strictly on marketing their products. In a COD dropshipping order, products ship directly from supplier to customer, but rejection rates are high. If refused, the package returns. The supplier loses nothing. You lose the ad spend and pay return logistics. You bear all operational risk. Reselling photos of saris or suits to your WhatsApp contacts removes this financial risk entirely, but relying on your immediate social circle places a hard ceiling on your growth. It scales poorly. Avoiding inventory doesn't eliminate risk. It merely shifts your financial burden away from physical boxes, redirecting it toward failed logistics and digital ad burns. This brings us to the path with the highest return on investment for budget-conscious beginners: selling on established marketplaces like Amazon and Flipkart. Most beginners avoid this route because of the initial bureaucratic friction. It feels intimidating. You need a GST certificate, a PAN card in your name, and open a current bank account. It takes effort. This matrix shows the trade-off. Marketplaces have high setup friction, but low customer acquisition effort, acting as search engines for open wallets. Conversely, dropshipping offers an easy setup, but forces a grueling, expensive fight for every customer. When millions of active buyers are already typing black t-shirt into a search bar, your marketing is largely done for you. Enduring a one-time headache for a GST certificate is the cheapest price you will pay for permanent access to that traffic. If you have 10,000 to 50,000 rupees and you want to actually learn the mechanics of e-commerce without torching your cash on Meta ads, here is your exact roadmap. Step 1. Dedicate this week to building your foundation. Find a local chartered accountant, pay their small fee, and get your GST certificate and formal business registration sorted. Step 2. Take your remaining capital to a local wholesale market. Find 10 to 20 low-risk, unbranded, generic items: home goods, simple apparel, or handicrafts. Do not attempt to sell branded goods like Nike or Samsung without official authorization. Generic products allow you to list safely without triggering immediate account suspensions. Step 3. Take clear photos of your inventory, optimize your pricing against competitors, and list them on the marketplace. Let the algorithms find buyers. Your first 10 sales of generic lunchboxes won't buy you a mansion, but packing those boxes, processing the payments, and completing real transactions will buy you the hands-on education that a year of watching videos failed to provide. Start the paperwork and get to work.